of the same chapter, radioactivity, and today we are doing nuclear transmutation. Yeah. Today we will be starting the new topic of the chapter radioactivity. The name of this topic is nuclear transmutation. What is the meaning of transmutation? Means change in the composition of a nucleus. That is, one nucleus is changing into the other nucleus. That is called nuclear transmutation. Okay. Nuclear transmutation means change in nucleus. Nuclear transmutation means change in the nucleus. Okay. We just learn it from the example. Suppose I write X1 nucleus, this is state 20, this is 60. This is called what? Atomic number. This is called mass number. This lower one is called denoted by Z and it is called atomic number. Atomic number. This thing is called denoted by A and is called mass number. Mass number. What is the atomic number of the nucleus? The number of protons in the nucleus is called atomic number. Mass number is the number of protons and neutrons together. Cyrus, you can meet you some. The total number of protons and neutrons together is called mass number. Together. That means how many protons are there? We say 20. How many neutrons are there? This minus will give the number of neutrons, but we don't bother about that. We are showing the change in the composition. What change takes place in the nucleus? If it emits an alpha particle, write here minus alpha. Minus alpha, right? Minus alpha. That means this is giving on to an alpha particle. Alpha particle means this one, helium 2 and 4. That this mass must decrease from the nucleus of X. So what is the new composition coming? A new nucleus composition will be like this one: 20 minus 2, that means 18. 60 minus 4 will become 56. Like this way. The new nucleus composition will change. Now it becomes, this will decrease by 2. This is minus, which minus will be give. 20 minus 2 is 18. 60 minus 4 gives 56. That is, mass number will decrease by 4 and the atomic number will decrease by 2. The right answer there. And entire reaction will show like this. This plus will be showing like this, Ag24. If they ask you to write on the nuclear reaction for the nucleus X where it emits an alpha particle, the entire nuclear reaction will write like this. Please put your mic off. When a nucleus X emits an alpha particle, then atomic number decreases by 2, whereas mass number decreases by 4. And the entire nuclear reaction, this is the composition, new nucleus is this one, but the entire nuclear reaction in the question asks you to write the entire reaction like this. And after writing the reaction, you can check also whether what you have written is correct or not. Check. 18 plus 2 gives 20, correct. 56 plus 4 gives 60. Total atomic number on both the sides, total mass number on both the sides must be equal. So, this is what will happen when a nucleus will emit an alpha particle. When alpha particle is emitted, that is automatically 2 and 4 will decrease. This will decrease by 2, this will decrease by 4. This means alpha particle. This is the meaning of alpha particle. Alpha particle. Similarly, I give another example. Suppose A is having the composition like this, 25 and outer is 80 minus alpha, and A nucleus is changing into B nucleus. What is the composition of the nucleus B? What is the composition of the nucleus B? Now tell me what change, what will you write now? Nucleus B's composition will what? Tell me directly now. Minus 2 and minus 4 you will do. The 25 minus 2 become 23, minus 4 will become 76. So finished. If they just ask you to write on the composition, this is the composition. But if they ask you to write on the nuclear reaction, in the nuclear reaction we will write plus like this 2 and 4. This is alpha particle, this is alpha particle. And check also whether what you have done is right or wrong. 23 plus 2 gives 25, 76 plus 4 gives 80. That is correct. Similarly, A is here, this is 20 and this is given 60, and this time it is emitting 2 alpha particle, 2. It is emitting 2 alpha particles instead of 1. What change will take place now? Maybe the nucleus A will change into the nucleus B, and what answer would you write off? 1 alpha particle decreases this value by 2. You can write below this minus 2 alpha particles values 2 and 4, and check the answer now. 2 to the how much it is 4, that is this will subtract by 4. 20 minus 4 will give us 16. 2 4 the how much it is 2 into 4 8. 60 minus 8 will do a right answer. Plus here we have 2 alpha particles, 2 like this alpha particle, 2 alpha particles. And check what you have done is right or wrong. Check also. 2 to the 4, 4 plus 16 gives 20. 2 for the 8 plus 52 gives 60. This is the answer. The nucleus A is changing into the nucleus B with this composition. Composition changes. This is the entire reaction you are writing. This is called nuclear reactions. In every nuclear reactions, atomic number and mass number of both the sides will be equal, and both must be equal. Remember it. Similarly, I give another example. Suppose A is given here 20 and this is given 50, and it is emitting 5 alpha particle. 5 alpha particle. Tell me what will the answer now? What answer will you get now? Tell me. One of you can tell me. What answer do you expect? 5 alpha particle is emitting. 5 alpha, not 1 alpha, but 5 alpha is emitted. What is the answer? Here we will be writing minus 5 alpha particles 2 and 4 like this, and now tell me what is the new answer now? Yeah, 30 and 10, correct. 5 to the 10, you can count like this. 5 to the multiplier, 5 to the 10, then this will decrease by 10. So 20 minus 10 gives us 10. 5 for the 20, that means this will decrease by 20. 5 minus 20 will give us 30. And here we will be writing plus 5 alpha particle. 5 alpha, instead of writing alpha, we write this one, helium. Helium 2 and 4. I hope you understood it. When alpha particle always means this much, helium 2, 4 will be emitted. So that means minus 2 will do minus 4 for 1 alpha particle. If there are more than that emitted, then accordingly we will be making the changes there. And you will get the new composition form. So this is about the alpha particle. Okay, now the other one is beta particle. Suppose A is given with 20 and 60. Now the beta particle is emitted. Beta particle minus beta. Now what change will A nucleus will change into B nucleus. And they are asking write down the composition of the nucleus B when a beta particle is emitted. Let us see now what change will take place. Beta particle is electron, and electron we write is minus 1 and 0. We write on top. This is subtracted, means emitted, means minus. Minus this will write. What is the new answer coming here? We will check now. Minus becomes plus. Plus 1. You have to add now. 20 plus 1 is giving us 21. 60 minus 0, the answer will become 60. And here we will be writing beta particle is like this, minus 0. This is called beta particle. Beta particle. Beta particle. That is when a beta particle comes out, the atomic number, this is down 1, will increase by 1. Plus 1 will happen here. And in the mass number will remain the same. Mass number will not change when a beta particle coming out. When alpha particle comes out, minus 2, minus 4 you will do. That is both changes. Yeah. Electron symbol is minus 1, 0. The minus becomes what? Plus 1. We have to add now. 20 plus 1 becomes 21. 60 minus 0 also becomes 60. And later on, so you can check what you have done is right or wrong. Check now here. 21 minus 1 becomes 20. 60 plus 0 answer is 60. Both the side atomic number, mass number must be equal. When a beta particle is emitted, the atomic number increases by 1. It does not decrease. It increases by 1, whereas mass number remains the same. So that will happen when a beta particle is emitted. Similarly, I will give another example. Suppose X is given here 20 and output is given 80, and a beta particle is emitted. Tell me what change will take place now. What change will occur? You can share with me. X is changing into Y, suppose. What is the new composition of the nucleus? Tell me what is it? One of you can share. You may not write this thing. This is just for your help only. You may not write this thing, but you keep in mind beta particle is minus 1 0 electron. Then this will increase by 1. 20 now becomes what? 21, and this one remains the same. If you have to write out the entire nuclear reaction, then you show as this plus length is show minus 1 0. And check whether it is right or wrong. 21 minus 1 gives 20, 80 plus 0 gives 80. Similarly, I will write another one. X is given 20 and 80, and now minus 3 beta is given. Minus 3 beta. What is the new answer coming? X is supposed to change into y. Minus 3 beta emitted. Tell me what answer will be right. 1 beta increases this value by 1. So 3 beta will increase this value by how much? This value by 3. So the new answer will come here 23, and this one remains the same. Mass number does not change where the beta particle is emitted. And here we will be writing plus 3 beta particle means minus 1 0. And now you can check whether what you have written is right or wrong. 3 into minus 1 is actually minus 3. Then 23 minus 3 becomes a 20. 3 zeros are 0. 0 plus 80 becomes 80. So when an alpha particle is emitted, this will decrease by 2, this will decrease by 4. 1 alpha particle. When 1 beta particle is emitted, this one increases by 1 and this one remains the same. The mass number does not change. Remember it. Similarly, when X is a nucleus given at 20 and 80 and is giving a gamma now, gamma is not a particle, gamma is a radiation, is a kind of wave. So what change will take place? X may change into Y nucleus, but its composition will not change because it doesn't have any mass. Both remain the same, 20 and 80 remain the same. Plus here we will be writing down. This is the symbol for gamma, alpha, beta and gamma rays. So when a gamma particle is emitted, there is no change in the composition of the nucleus. Nucleus remains the same, no change. Now in summary, when alpha particle is emitted, both changes, atomic number, mass number, both changes, both rather decreases. When beta particle is emitted, this one increases by 1, whereas this remains the same. And when gamma is emitted, no change. Question may come as, during the emission of which radiation does the mass number change? Does the mass number change? Mass number changes in on the emission of which kind of radiation? We say alpha. Yeah, during the emission of which two radiations, mass number does not change. Mass number does not change in beta time and gamma time also does not change. Or during the emission of which radiation the mass number increases, atomic number increases. Emission of which radiation increases the mass, we say beta. Yeah, the emission of which radiation causes no change, neither in the atomic number nor in the mass number, then you say gamma, because it is not a particle, it is a kind of wave. Hope you understood it. Now they may give a kind of questions that you just see, have a look at it. They are giving a kind of flow chart. A to B, B to C, and C to D is given. A value is given 40, and maybe out here is given 100, and out here is written minus alpha, here is written minus beta, and there is written minus gamma. And they are asking, give the composition of the nucleus B, C, and D. Composition of nucleus B, C, and D is not given, and you have to give. Tell me what is answer? What answer would you write here? Alpha is minus 2 will 2 and minus 4. What is the new answer here? Tell me. 40 minus 2 will give us a 38. 100 minus 4 gives us a what? 36. 96. Yeah. What is the new answer? Beta time. What is the new composition of these two? I mean atomic number, mass number. What is the value now? Beta time. This increases by 1. 38 now will become 39. And this one remains the same. And gamma time what happens? No change. That is both remain the same. 39 and 96. This is what you can do now. If they give incomplete composition and they ask you to complete, you will complete this way. Now similarly, they have given another question. So this is given A, this is given B, this is given C, this is given D, and out here the value is given 40 and 100. And out here is written minus alpha, here it is written minus beta, and here is written minus gamma. Tell me what is the answer for A? What is the composition of A? This and previous to this. What is the answer now? Tell me, what should I write now? good. 42, because 42 minus 2 when you do it become 40. Alpha 10. And then 104 minus 4 when you do it become 100. Yes, and out here how much you should write in C and D, C atomic number, mass number, how much should you write now? Tell me. Yeah, beta 10, yeah, this become increasing by 41 and this will remain the same. And gamma 10, what is the answer? Same. Understood? Yeah, similarly they are giving a question that is, suppose they are given X, the nucleus X 20 and author is given 80, changes, they are saying changes into Y, the nucleus Y with E and D after emitting an alpha particle followed by 2 beta particles. They are saying X is emitting first time 1 alpha particle and followed by 2 beta particles. Write down the values of A and B. Let us show. X is over here with 20, 80. First 1 alpha particle is emitted. 1 alpha particle is emitted. Tell me what is the answer now? Don't write this is the final answer. This after emitting even beta particle, 2 beta particle. So X may be changed to some other nucleus. I just give the name of that nucleus as I just write on the composition of that nucleus as say anything A in between. You can give any symbol. You can write M also. Don't write Y because Y is the final one. Remember. So 20 minus 2 will do you become 18. Minus 4 will do you get 76. Followed by emission of 2 beta particles, right? 2 beta. So now tell me the answer now. What is the answer now? Now finally is changing into Y. Now what is the value of A and B? I mean, yeah, this is 76. This become what? No, this is 20 because 2 beta particles are there. Yes, right. So 1 beta particle increases the value by 1. So 2 beta particle will increase this value by 2. Then answer will come 20 and 76. Okay. So what is the value of A and B? Now tell me what is the value of A? Now if we compare now, A value is how much? 20 and B value is how much? 76. This answer. If they ask you assign a special name to the nucleus X and Y. Look at the nucleus X and nucleus Y. What name would you give to these nuclei? These two nucleus, what will you call it? Let's see. They are having same atomic number or not? Let's see. They are having same atomic number but different mass number. Mass number are different. This is 76. You know, the nucleus having same atomic number but different mass number, what are they called? They are called isotopes. What are isotopes? We say atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different mass number. They are called isotopes. That means X and Y will be called isotopes. Give a special name, assign a special name to the nucleus X and nucleus Y. Then you will say isotopes. What is the name of the compound? There is no compound. This is only nucleus only. Why is it compound? These are only nucleus. No compound is formed. Nucleus does not form compound. Only electron forms the compound. No, we don't know calcium. So this is X, Y, any alphabet they have given. So you have to do with that only, whatever alphabet they have. They didn't give anything, any number. This is only example I am giving. No particular name to it. But what do you call them? They are asking to give a special name to the nucleus. Then you say isotopes. Same atomic number but different mass number. They are called isotopes. The question even may come like this: when does a radioactive nucleus changes or forms an isotope? When does it form an isotope? Then you say when it is an alpha particle followed by 2 beta particle. Then the nucleus will change into its isotope. Then it will form an isotope. If question comes like this, how does a nucleus form an isotope, radioactive nucleus? You say when it emits an alpha particle followed by 2 beta particles. Then it forms the isotope. It will form an isotope. Hope you understood it. Yes or no? This one, Chedu, Cyrus, are you understanding? You can respond for a while, then again mute it. Cyrus? Okay. This one? Chadu? Okay, I hope you understood. Huh? Now another one, just see. They are asking question like this. Uranium changes into thorium by emitting an alpha particle. Write down the nuclear reaction for the change. This reaction we have to learn by heart. Okay. Even if they do not give the atomic number. Uranium atomic number is 92 and mass number will be here 236 or 235. I like 235. It is changing into thorium, right? Minus alpha. Thorium symbol is Ph. This time a particular name is given. So uranium changes into thorium. Tell me the standard rule alpha particle will make it how much? What is the new value coming here and then tell me? The new value will come how much? 90. And out here the new value will come how much? 231. Plus alpha particle. You write in alpha particle. And check also whether this is right or wrong. 90 plus 2 gives 92. 231 plus 4 gives 235. So this is correct. So this reaction you have to learn by heart. Uranium changes into thorium how? By emitting an alpha particle. This reaction you have to know. They may not give it. They will just ask you write on the nuclear reaction to change the uranium nucleus into thorium nucleus. Then you have to write all these numbers. You have to write these numbers you learn. Remember that this you can know the method of doing it. You can do it by yourself. But you have to know the name of this element. The name of this element is thorium. Okay. Now the another one, sodium. Sodium we have 12 and on top we have 24 and it's emitting a beta particle, minus beta. So tell me what answer do you expect now to come? Beta time this increases by 1. The new answer is going to be 13. Sorry, sodium is 11 actually. Sodium is 11. So new answer is going to be 11 plus 1, 12. Do you know 12 is the atomic number of which element? Magnesium. Then that is sodium will change into magnesium and here we are getting 12 and this one remains the same 24 plus beta particle is electron, neutron electron. Then 12 minus 1 gives 11, 24 plus 0 gives 24. This reaction also you have to learn by heart. Okay, now one thing I will tell you. What is isotope? Just now I said isotopes will have same atomic number but different mass number. But what are isobars? What are isobars? Isobars are the elements, are the atoms of the different elements having same mass number but different atomic number. Just opposite of isotope. Isotopes have same atomic number but different mass number. But 24 is the same thing. Same thing should come. You know the method. You should not ask me rather. Because 24 is 24 only. It does not change. But anyway, when isobars will have same mass number but different atomic number. So can you check sodium and magnesium by when sodium emits a beta particle, what does it form? If they ask you assign a special name to the nucleus sodium and magnesium, what special name would you give? This time you will say isobars because mass number is same. You can see the mass numbers are same, whereas atomic numbers are different. So when does the radioactive nucleus forms isobar, forms an isobar? When you say that when it emits one beta particle, only one beta particle when it emits, it changes into the isobar. But to change it to isotope, I told you the method. One alpha particle followed by two beta particle. Then it will change into isotope. Then it will form isotope. But to change into an isobar is simple. Beta particle it will emit and change into the isobar. Hope you understood it. Yes? Yes? Any doubts? You ask for clarification if you have any doubts. Okay, now one question. Just listen. This is uranium 92 236 is changing into lead Pb 82 and 202 by emitting alpha and beta particles. Uranium is emitting alpha particle and beta particles and changing into lead 82 and 202. Uranium magnitude 236 changes into lead 82 204. Find the number of alpha particles and beta particles emitted. How do you find the number of alpha particles, beta particles? First we find the number of alpha particles. Right, like this. Number of alpha particles emitted. We'll see the difference of the mass number. Difference of these two we'll see. How much is the difference? This minus this. 236 minus 204. Difference, whatever difference you get, that difference you divide by 4. You get the number of alpha particles. Because we know when one alpha particle is emitted, this decreases by 4, this number. The 2 alpha particle will decrease this value by 8. 3 will decrease by 12. So like that. This is decreasing by how much value? Then that is have to decrease, means you have to minus. You will come to know how much is the decrease. So 236 minus 204 will give answer 32 by 4. The answer will come 8. That is 8 alpha particles are emitted. And we can check also whether 8 are emitted or not. Because 236 and 8 fours are become how much? 32. 236 minus 32 will give the answer exactly 204. So first you find the number of alpha particles. How do you find? You have to subtract this minus this divided by 4. You will get the number of alpha particles. Now beta particles also emitted, they are saying. So write the number of beta particles emitted. Beta particles emitted is equal to, when 8 alpha particles, just mind it very carefully. When 8 alpha particles are emitted, this number, do you think will remain the same or this will also change? Answer is this will also change. What will be its new value? Can we find a new value? You know, 1 alpha particle decreases this by 2. Then 8 alpha particle will decrease this value by how much? 2 8s are 16. 92 minus 16, the new answer is supposed to be 76. The value is going to change, now it's going to become 76. Because of this 8 alpha particle, remember. So now we are looking at this 76 and 82. How much is the value increasing? 76 is increasing and becoming 82. How much is the increase in the value? 6. And we know when 1 beta comes out, it increases by 1. 2 beta particle will cause the increase of 2. 3 will cause the increase of 3. How much is the increase in the value? 76 become 82. Then the increase is 6. That is the number of beta particles emitted also will be 6 only. That is, they subtract 82 minus 76. 82 minus 76, the answer is 6. This is how you will work out. This question may come and may carry 2 marks. So, hope you understood it, the method. Yes? If you have doubts, you clarify for it. First of all, we always find the number of alpha particles. And how do we find the number of alpha particles? By this minus this by 4. Divide by 4 always. You get the number of alpha particles. But the alpha particles emitted will cause change in this value also. According to the number of alpha particles. 1 alpha particle decreases the value by 2. So 8 is alpha particle, then 8 into 2, 16. 92 minus 16 is 76. And then now we are comparing and checking how much is the increase in the value, and that will give the value of beta particle. Hope you understood it. If any doubts, please ask for the clarification. Don't hide it with you. Okay, now sometime they give, I just write on here, this is the meaning of electron or beta particle. This is electron. Electron or beta particle. Okay, now this one, 1H1, this is called proton. Neutron we write as 0, 1, we write neutron. This is a symbol for neutron, this is a symbol for proton. And alpha particle is, alpha particle is 2 and 4, helium. Okay, now sometimes they will give you fill in the blanks, and they will ask you what should you fill in the blanks. So one question they is given like this, X, and this side is given Y plus dash, and out here it is written 20, and here is written 40, and here it is written 41, and here it is written 20. Tell me, what should you be filling in the blank? What will you fill in the blank? And this is given 39 here. What will you fill in the blank? You see 20 remains the same. That means here you want to have 0 only, because 20 plus 0 answer is 20. Here how much you must write? 1, because 39 plus 1 will give 40. which particle has the value 0 and 1. See, neutron is having 0 and 1, so that we have to write in between n. This is the number you fill in the blank. I mean, this is the particle you will fill in the blank. What is the name of the particle indicated? This is neutron. Similarly, if I write this x 20 40 here, and now it is changing and is becoming like this 19, and what here is written 39 plus dash dash dash. What will you fill in the blank box? Tell me. One of you can share. What can you fill? What should you fill in the blank? 19 plus how much gives 20? 19 plus how much? 1. 39 plus how much will be 40? That also 1. Which particle has got 1? Hydrogen, that is proton, 1 and 1. Then here you fill with this one, 1H1. What is the name of the particle emitted? Is a proton. Yeah. Similarly, it is given as H 20, 40, and out here is written Y with 21, and this is 40 and plus dash. What should you fill now? This is like beta particle. 20 is increasing by 1. That is beta particle. So beta particle, what do you write? This way. Here you have to fill minus 1 and 0. We check also. 21 minus 1 is 20. 40 plus 0 is 40. Hope you understood it. In case alpha particle, they will change both, and they will have to write accordingly or identify the particle emitted after filling the blank. They may ask you that. It's okay, sir. Yes, Chedu, any notes? Chedu, Cyrus, any notes? You can speak for a while and then. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. Now this was the understanding part of this chapter, radioactivity. Now I'll talk and only have to understand. It is there in the notes also. Radioactive radiation, there are 3 types: alpha, beta, gamma. Gamma is the most harmful of them because gamma has the highest penetrating power. It causes immense biological damage. Most biological damage is caused by gamma rays. And the least harmful is alpha out of these 3. Alpha cannot penetrate through even our skin. So alpha particles cannot be used for radiotherapy. Radiotherapy means the treatment of a disease by radiations. Since alpha cannot enter our body, it is stopped by the skin, that's why it cannot be used for radiotherapy. So remember it. Gamma is most harmful, as well as we have gamma rays to be used for radiotherapy, for the treatment of cancer and all. Gamma ray radiations are used from gamma radiation from cobalt 60. Okay, now first I will talk about radioactive radiations are harmful, but we can have their useful effect also. What are the uses of radioactivity or applications? We find the uses of radioactivity 3 fields. First one I like medical science. Though the notes already given, but I will just state you fast about medical science. Number 2, we have in medical use. We can write medical use. Second one, you can write here scientific use. And the third one is notes. You may not copy now because I have sent the notes, and you can see the notes. You will get the notes because I have sent it today morning. So today you will get it. After the class, I will send you the notes. Third one is industrial use. There are 3 types of use of radioactive materials or radioactivity. In the medical science, certain diseases, like I just now told you, cancers, blood cancers, even any type of cancers, the chemotherapy is done. What is chemotherapy? It is a radiation therapy, radiotherapy, in which gamma radiations from cobalt 60 gamma radiations are used for killing the cancerous cells of in the organs or in the blood. That is called chemotherapy. That is first medical use. Second medical use is weak radio salts or radioactive isotopes from weak materials are used for the diagnosis of a disease. Diagnosis, just to identify what problem the person is suffering from. So those salts or those radioisotopes are called tracers, radio tracers. We call them radio tracers. Radio tracer. Tracers role is what? To trace a disease, to find out a disease. Like for example, whether the person is suffering from tumor or cancer, they give some radiation test. By those salts, I mean the radioactive salts or radio isotopes are used for that purpose. Like radio NaCl, they are used just to detect the tumors or the cancers in the body anywhere, or maybe the blockage in the blood vessels is also identified by these tracers. That is the second medical use. Third medical use is to sterilize the bandages and syringes and the other surgical equipment in the operation theatre. Gamma radiations are used. You have to know the name of the radiation, of which radiation is used. You say gamma. Okay, now scientific use. Scientific use one is alpha particles. Alpha particles are used in the scattering experiment. The scientists and all, they do the scattering experiments with the alpha particles. Now the second use, scientific use is to determine the age of trees and rocks. To determine the age of trees and rocks, we use beta radiations from carbon 14 isotope. This is a radioisotope. Beta radiations of carbon 14 isotope is used to determine the age of old trees, old rocks, or the articles of archaeological importance. So C14, this technique is called carbon dating. Carbon dating, C-A-R-B-O, carbon dating, D-A-T-I-N-G. In the notes you will find it. And the third scientific use is these alpha particles or alpha radiations are used in recharging the space batteries. In the space and all, batteries needs to be recharged because batteries are connected to the cameras and many other equipment there in the satellites. So they need recharging. So we don't have electricity in the space, so they will be recharged by the alpha particles. Alpha radiations are used for recharging the space batteries. Now industrial or agricultural use. Over there we say radioactive materials like radioactive salts are used to monitor the growth of plants with respect to the chemical manure or fertilizers, particular fertilizers. Second one is alpha radiations are used in the luminescent signboards, glowing signboards. Alpha radiations are used. And that one use, if you remember, is very good. You should know the name also of the radiation, what is used. And then another one is beta particles are used, or beta radiations are used in controlling the thickness of metal at the time of their manufacture. And then we have gamma rays. Gamma rays are used in checking the welding of iron joints. Welding of iron joints is checked by gamma radiations. All of these things you will find in the notes. At least one point, or just go through. We have to know the name of the radiation also, because in the question 1 year they have given which radiation of the radioactive materials is used in carbon dating. Then you have to write answer beta radiation. Beta is used for carbon dating. The question even which radiations from the radioactive materials are used in the scattering experiment. You say alpha particles. Most important is this one, the 4.16 gamma radiations. It is used for the treatment of cancer. Very important one. So remember it. Okay. Now, radioactive materials are quite harmful as they cause a harmful effect on our body. Particularly the gamma radiation is the most harmful of them. they cause short-term as well as long-term effect on our body. So any kind of radioactive materials we need to handle very carefully with certain precautions. What precautions we must take while handling with the radioactive materials? We say radioactive material must be kept in a thick lead container, thick lead closed container. When you are not using it, you have to keep it in a closed, thick lead container. Because lead is the metal of high density, it will not allow the radiations to go out of it. It will block the radiations within the container. So we have to keep the radioactive materials in a thick lead closed container. Okay, that is first one. Secondly, the radioactive materials must be picked with a long lead tongs. With the lead gloves in our hand, lead gloves we should wear. And the person who is going close to the radioactive materials, they must be wearing the lead lining aprons with special film badges over it, special film badge. What is the role of the film badge? Film badge will give an idea to how much radiation a person is exposed to, or that when it comes close to the radioactive materials. Those who work in the atomic reactor or the nuclear reactors, so they have to take all these precautions, because over there the radioactive material uranium is used. Uranium is used to generate heat by the reaction called nuclear fission reaction. Nuclear fission takes place in the atomic reactor, nuclear reactor. It generates heat, but the heat will be producing steam and we ultimately get electricity. So what is the output energy of the nuclear reactor? We say electrical energy. And name the type of reaction taking place in the nuclear reactor. We say nuclear fission. Fission time, what happens? The heavy nucleus splits into two parts, two fragments. That is called nuclear fission. And in the sun and the stars, what type of reaction takes place? We say nuclear fusion over there. Hydrogen nucleus combines together to form a single nucleus. That is called fusion. Just keep in mind. Type of reactions. And in the nuclear reactor, what is the radioactive fuel? The answer is uranium. Uranium-92-235 is used over there. So the person who are working in the nuclear reactor, they need to be very careful and they have to take this kind of precautions. Hope you understood it. Any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Huh? Yeah, this one Cyrus and Chedu, you got any doubts? Understood everything? Okay. Was my voice clear? Okay, then you have to wait for some time, okay? 10 minutes break, then we'll begin maths. Okay, I'll send you the link again, okay? Join the link as soon as I send it, okay?